Chief Rafferty has placed Kevin Albert on paid administrative leave while an outside, and please be quiet. While an outside
a major announcement at last night's select board meeting in Canton. You heard some applause from the crowd there when it was revealed Canton police officer Kevin Albert was put on leave.
He's the latest law enforcement officer to come under scrutiny as a result of testimony in the Karen Reed murder trial. Kevin Albert was not part of the Reed case, but he did work on a separate investigation with State Police Trooper Michael Proctor, while Proctor was the lead investigator in John O'Keefe's death.
Our Eli Rosenberg has more on the spider web of people coming under scrutiny post-trial. Good evening, Eli.
And Glenn, the continued reaction as well, because for some 3 hours, dozens of Karen Reed supporters were out front and walking around the DA's office. This is the DA's office here in Canton today. Meanwhile, we're learning a lot more about what transpired during a very heated town meeting here in Canton last night. In Canton this evening, a march around the district attorney's office. This after a second officer now on leave after Karen Reed's 9-week trial.
Dominoes are falling. That's the best way I can say it.
Chief Rafferty has placed Kevin Albert on paid administrative leave.
Last night during a tense town meeting in Canton.
Take your hands off of me.
Officials announcing Albert was on paid leave from Canton PD.
Relative to his actions in a case he investigated with Michael Proctor approximately 2 years ago.
Albert, seen here in video from a story we did back in 2014, is the brother of Brian Albert, the homeowner where John O'Keefe's body was found in January 2022, launching this investigation in the first place.
There should be consequences for their actions. They're held to a higher standard.
Albert's administrative leave, while announced last night, actually started June 13th.
I was hungover for sure today, but he left his badge in your cruiser after a night of drinking.
Days after these texts between Michael Proctor and Albert were shared during Reed's trial. Albert wasn't involved in Reed's investigation, but his name did come up during Proctor's testimony.
99.99% of the cases, the police are absolutely playing it square, that their testimony can be relied upon. However, there are those rare cases where things occur that causes the public to doubt the police.
It was announced during that heated meeting last night that an outside agency is reviewing the allegations involving Albert. Meanwhile, you may remember last November, town meeting members did approve a contract for an outside agency to review the entire police department. That inquiry continues this evening. Live in Canton, Eli Rosenberg, NBC 10 Boston.